When you're applying to physical therapy school, a gap year only looks bad if you're not doing anything. But in your case, it looks like you have a pretty solid plan in place with observation hours, getting experience, retaking classes, all great stuff. So in your case, it'll look great. It won't look bad how you think it's going to look. Because your main concern is, oh man, this student had to take a gap year. We'd rather take another student who did not take a gap year. What I can tell you is what they would prefer or what they would rather is if you did take a gap year, improved your application and your GPA and your stats, as opposed to try and rush into the application cycle and just throw in an application that's not strong enough to compete with other applicants. So if you do a gap year correctly, it'll actually help you stand out more how you want to instead of not taking a gap year. So a gap year or not taking a gap year could still look good on your application. It all depends on how strong your application is when you apply. So I hope that makes sense. A gap year is fine. Not taking a gap year is fine. It all depends on what you do with the time you take in the gap year or the time that you take without a gap year to make your application as strong as possible.